What is up, everybody? Rocking the OG Res Built here. Little Sunday night, late night stream here. Hope you all had a good weekend. I know it's almost over. Tomorrow's Monday. All right. Let's see what we can get into. Yikes, I'm right in between towns. That's kind of a pain. All right, where's this one going? You know what? We'll take this one. I know I said the GPS for the other one, but let's cruise on down to Texas. Why not? Like butter. That'll be the one and only time that happens tonight. You watch. Actually, yeah, we'll go this way. Whoops. I did not mean to turn that on. Interesting. My brights aren't on or nothing, so I don't know. He just must not have wanted me following him. Fair enough. I mean, I don't blame him. Come on, little car, get away from me so I can get around these guys. Man, that turbo whistle, though. Absolutely amazing. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 minute here. There we go. That's better. All right. I hope everybody's. I know it's late on a Sunday night for most, but hopefully everybody had a good weekend. And I know it sucks tomorrow's Monday, but what do you do? Why is this not? Technical difficulties, I swear. Oh, and I screwed up. Excuse me. Oh, watch the road, dummy. I heard a heli chopper over that one. Come on, dude. Holy macaroni. Oh, sorry, Copper. I was only texting and driving, I swear. Oh, that's amazing. Probably just pissed that car off back there, but hey, the law is slow down or move over, and I wasn't about to slow down. Just saying. Oh, that was close. God, you are just brake happy, aren't you, dude? Probably gonna get over it just in time to catch up to this cart I have to get back over. Oh shit. Why are we hitting the brakes? Are you shitting me? Come on, guys. Get moving. Oh, good. We got fuel right up here. Perfect. That'll work. Oh, hey. Sorry, dude, in the Camaro, but... Ah, come on, traffic. Come on, little car. I got places to be. I gotta get up here and get fuel and keep moving. Man, I hope everybody is enjoying their Sunday night here. You know, it kind of sucks because it's Sunday, but unfortunately tomorrow is Monday. But what do you do? You know, it is what it is. But hopefully y'all are enjoying it. Hopefully you're just hanging out. Get back on the road here. And we're gonna go this way. Whoops. Heading on down to Texas from California. I don't even know where we're at right now, to be honest. I think we're coming up on Phoenix. Yep, we're coming up on Phoenix, so we're into Arizona already. But we got another 1,314 miles to roll. Traffic hasn't been too terrible. Oh, speed limit 75 here, so we're gonna kick it on up to 85. I love the sound of that, Jake. Pay attention to the road. And that turbo whine in this thing, man, it just, oh, it sounds so good. Whoops. About knocked over my water. One second, I gotta grab a drink. Alright. Let's keep rolling. Sorry, little man, but I'd rather be on the inside for this. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to mash the brakes, though. What was that about, ups? Come on now. My force feedback feels like it's insanely high for some reason right now. Like I feel like I should be driving a race car. Really? You, sir, suck. At least you finally kicked it in the butt. I gotta fix this really quick. Oh, that'll work. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm checking some messages really quick, and then we'll get right back on the road. Cool. Oh, I knew I was coming into that one a little quick. I don't know why trucks do that, even in real life. They get out there in the hammer lane and don't go nowhere. Like, come on, man. I got places to be. Think I woke him up? I think so. They're probably sitting there taking a nap. Come on, little charger, don't make me pass you on the right. You're gonna make me, aren't you? Oh, now you speed up. Alright, we're racing now. You're just lucky. Traffic just got in my way. Whoops. Give me 1 second, because I'm gonna do that, and be a long time. Sorry, I was turning that music up a little because, you know, the truck was drowning it out. Oh. How many more miles we got? We got 944. So we're gaining. We're still a ways out, but we're getting there. Man, oh man. And I know the second I jump out in that lane, just like it happens out on the actual interstate. Now this lane's gonna slow down just because I moved over. You watch. Yeah, they're already hitting the brakes. Why? The same thing happens to me out on the actual road. I'm moving up. Oh, God. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm moving up a little at a time, but I might as well move over. I already see where that's heading. Oh God. Sorry, dude. I did not want to pass you on the right, but you slammed the brakes. I had no choice. Oh, I'm on the rumble strips. I don't get it. Normally at night, there's hardly anybody on the road. Again, yeah, it's 10:03 p.m. Why is everybody on the road? Normally, there's nobody on the road. What in the world is going on? Also, oh no, I can just keep following. Okay. Nope. Got a fly that won't quit dive bombing me. Man, this is insane how much traffic there is for this late at night. Normally this time of night it's just empty. But not tonight. I feel like that music's a little loud now. It's just that song was quiet as could be. Hello, Mr. DPS. Don't mind me as I blow past everybody here because they've been holding me up for miles. So I got 224 gallons of fuel. Ooh. 825 to go, so I'll have to stop somewhere. Don't know where yet. We'll figure that out as we go. I'm gonna assume, yeah. That was stupid. Why would you ever do something as dumb as that? But again, I see it every day on the interstate. I don't understand people. Big truck coming. Let's pull out in front of it. All trucks must exit, but it's not even open. How is I supposed to exit if it's not open? Oh crap, I'm sorry, dude. Oh, that was my fault. I was not paying attention. That was 1000% my fault. Come on, speed limit's 80, we're doing 65. Both y'all governed or something, I'm assuming? Come on, get out of my way. Come on, little car. I mean, at least you're doing the speed limit, but I like to do at least 5 over. So if you can get out of my way, that would be amazing. Jackass. 1 second here. Give me 1 second, y'all. I do apologize. I'm having to, What's up?
Hi. Nothing much.
You just wake up?
No.
Oh.
No, unfortunately, I did not just wake up.
Gotcha.
I've been on and off, like, kind of falling asleep and then waking right back up for,
Rip.
like, 2 hours. Dawson was just sitting in the VC with me. He was muted, just watching me, like, go to sleep for, like, maybe a couple of minutes, and sit back up and, like, fucking wide awake, and I'm like...
Yeah. You heard anything at all yet?
Hmm?
You heard anything at all yet?
No.
Damn. Oops.
Got about a 2-minute phone call today.
Oh, I
And
mean, that's
text
better than
messages.
nothing.
Yes, it is better than nothing.
But it still sucks.
I ended up having to be the one to hang up, though, because I was literally getting out of the car to walk inside to go eat dinner.
Damn.
I regret doing it.
Worst timing there.
Yeah. No, but what's really fucking weird, Joe? Every night that he's gotten service remotely back has been at 1900 my time. Every night. On the dot. For 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm thinking they pissed somebody off.
Same.
They had to have.
It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, and then to none of it be in the news or anything, like...
Well, fucking the whole UK's in the fucking dark.
Yeah.
So...
But I mean... They still have ways, because you think if
right.
as big as it is, you think other countries, including ourselves, would be reporting on it. But it's like, hush.
No, I can't find anything. That's what's bugging me the most.
Yeah. I
Is
don't
the fact
know.
that I look at the outage map and I see all these red dots. But then I go and look this up on fucking... the news stations, just on Safari,
Just
or
even
like
on
any
Google.
type of browser.
Yeah.
Any type of fucking browser. Nothing.
Yep, or it talks about the outage that happened a couple of years ago, or even as recent as a couple months ago.
Yep.
But nothing about this one.
Yep. I can't remember if it was the January 19th or if it was February 19th. I know it was the 19th of 1 month, and I know it was February or January, but I don't remember which one it was.
Right.
Lewis wasn't affected by that outage, but that one was because of a storm. And that's around the same time that, I think ours was January. No, it was. Yeah, it had to have been January because it was past Christmas. A couple of days into January, we had that giant snowstorm last year.
Right.
That fucking wiped out half the city.
Yeah, I don't
A
know.
lot of places
It's
just
super
shut down.
odd.
There's so many things about it that are just like weird. Especially the only getting signal for 6.5 minutes at 1900.
Yeah.
Because I timed it. I timed it last night and I timed it tonight. And he got about 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, it tells me there's something else going on.
Somebody done pissed off. That's what that tells me.
Yep, somebody's got some signal jammers. Probably turn it on long enough to send their encrypted signals back home and move about their day.
Well, Madison, we were driving up to. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's the guinea pig. We were driving up to my dad's to go fix my car. Well, tried to fix my car. We fucked it up more than we fixed it, so.
Oh, nice.
Well, I say that we fucked it up more than we fixed it. We fixed some of the problems. We've got to get new heat shields for behind my bearings. Because they wouldn't come off. The bearings would not come off the heat shield on the backside.
That's about normal.
They were fucking rusted to the damn thing.
Yeah.
Well, then my
Well,
brake line, not my brake line, my parking brake line is connected to the heat shield.
yeah.
Plus some sensors. I don't remember which ones were the ones that we broke, but
Probably
there's a couple of
ABS.
sensors back. Yes, yeah, I think it was the ABS
And
ones.
those are not cheap, I'll tell you that.
No, they're not. Well, now we have to replace them because we snapped them off
Oh.
on accident. We literally couldn't get the damn things to come out. The bearings could not get the damn things to come out, so we started burning them off.
Yep. That's what it takes is
Literally
a
took a
torch
fucking
and a
torch
hammer.
to it. Yep. So what we did, took a torch to it and a hammer to it. I got so sick of it that I fucking got the
Oops.
grinder out and just fucking cut the parking brake line. Once we got it off, because it was being a pain in the ass. I was just like, I don't need my parking brake, right? No? Cool. Zzz.
No, the only cars you're actually supposed to use them in, well, they'd say you're supposed to use them in at all, but most of them are manuals that you'd use it in, and even then, like, I don't even recommend it because I've even had it happen, especially living up in the snow belt of Illinois. Freaking, if they haven't been used in a few years and you go and engage it, good luck getting it back off.
Well, I have a tri-transmission, so I have manual and automatic.
Yeah, but
I just got some fucking paddle shifters, and I
you
never
can put
fucking
it
use
in park.
manual. Yeah, I can put that bitch in park all day long, and
Yeah,
it never has issues. The only reason I would ever need my parking brake is if my park went out,
yeah. Which if that's the
and I've
case,
never had issues with my park. So
yeah. Which if that's the
I was
case,
like,
you're going to be looking at a new tranny anyway. So
exactly, exactly. If my parking goes out, then I know something's done fucked up.
yeah,
I gotta go. Well, motherfucker, oopsie doopsie. Well, no, I knew that I didn't need the parking brake, but I wanted to make sure. So I looked at my brother and I go, I don't need the parking brake, right? No. I look at my dad. I don't need the parking brake, right? No. Cool. Zzz. My dad's just like, I didn't think about that. We couldn't. We were literally. We didn't need the bearing at that point. We were getting rid of it, so I was just fucking beating on it with a goddamn sledgehammer. I was just fucking trying to get this thing to fucking
Well, if
come
you're
loose, and it
replacing it anyways, yeah, obviously. You're not gonna need
I'm
it.
beating on the goddamn thing, and it's not coming loose to save my goddamn life. And I'm like, either I'm just being weak chicken shit, or this thing's fucking on there good.
It's called the
Well, the
salt
thing
on the
is,
roads in the winter.
yep. Well, yeah, we know that. Like, I knew it was going to be somewhat rusted, but the CV axle just got replaced before I owned it. So
Yeah,
we
but you
assume that,
don't. No,
most
you don't
people
gotta
would
take the bearing
replace.
out to change it.
Well, no, most mechanics here, because of the way the roads are in the winter, if they replace the CV axle on your car, they'll replace the back bearings
Makes
while they're
sense.
in there. Might as well at that point. Some of them will even do like your brake pads and everything and your rotors. Because, I mean, they've already got the fucking tire off.
Yeah.
Might as well just fucking replace all the shit in there and you're good for a while.
Just
Well, no, they didn't replace the bearing, none of the brake. Typically, they don't do the brake pads or the rotors unless you ask them to, but
So did you already
pretty
put the
good.
new bearing on, or do you gotta get a new one?
Oh, I had all the bearings.
Um. So did you have a torque wrench?
Yes. I
Oh,
torqued the motherfucking shit out of them goddamn bitches.
well, that's
Well,
not good
okay,
either.
so
You're gonna want
no,
to look in
because
the manual and see what they're supposed to
hang
be
on, hang
torqued
on,
to.
hang on. Yes, they're supposed to be torqued to 162 pounds per whatever the fuck it is per feet. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. I can't ever remember if it's per inch or per feet. It's per
Yeah,
feet.
some are.
Supposed to
It all
be.
depends on the car.
Yep. It's supposed to be 162. Well, the only torque wrench we have goes up to 100. So I'm like, well, looks like I'm fucking eyeballing it then, bitch.
Yeah, 'cause too many people, they don't bother using a torque wrench, and they just put them in there and crank them down, and it burns right out because
Yep.
they have
And
to
then the
be
fucking
torqued
thing
to
falls right
spec.
off. Yep. So then I don't know what it was, but we had some tool that was telling us how many feet per pound per foot that we were putting into it. Hooked that damn thing up to it and just went cranked her until she hit 162 or over. Typically, I think the only one that actually went over only went up to 163, and then I tried to pop it back a little bit and I got it down to 162 just fine. So it
Yeah,
all worked out in the end.
yeah.
You just had to
That's
rip on
one
it a little bit.
common mistake that everybody friggin' makes. They just tighten them down, smack them a few times, and call it good. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna be replacing that in a couple months.
No, I'm not fucking stupid. Well,
Nah.
we were reading through the stupid video thing that, I mean, because it's a Subaru and I've got that Subaru is fucking weird, and especially just had
Mm-hmm.
a stroke. Yep, especially the 2012s because you've got the Outback, the normal Outback, and you've got the Legacy,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of people don't specify on the website if it's a Legacy part or a normal part,
Right.
which is fucking annoying. Because then I'm like, oh yeah, nice. Order all four of the parts that I need. They come in, they're legacy parts, and I'm like, motherfucker. So then I gotta wait another week while I return them, get my refund back, find a website that has them specificated that they are non-legacy parts.
Yeah. It's always a nightmare.
No, I just it annoys me because so many people don't realize like a lot of these websites, I guess, though they should, don't realize that the rear bearings on the Legacy and on the normal Subaru Outback on the 2012 edition they're built different.
Right.
They're completely different. Like you could get a Legacy, it won't go on the normal. You could get a normal, it won't go on the Legacy.
Yeah.
They're different. Now they're the same build style, yes, and they're technically the same
Well,
make and
that
model.
was just engineers
Technically.
wanting to make a few extra
Right.
bucks. Here, we'll make the same thing but different.
Exactly. And then it's just pain in the ass. Fuck them for that.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
it's
so the
like
only
the
reason,
fucking Cadillacs there for a while. They may still do it, but the Cadillacs, the engineers thought it was a smart idea to put the starter down in the engine block, so you literally got to take the whole top end off to change the starter. And some of the
yep.
newer Fords, the starters inside the bell house of the transmission.
So my starter, typically on every car I've ever worked on, you can reach the starter from the top. Nah, fuck that, Subaru said. You gotta crawl under that bitch.
Oh, that's the way every vehicle I've owned is you can just crawl right under and it's right there.
No,
Easy to
it's not right there.
change.
It's not right there. That thing's a pain in the ass. Cause it's like there's shit underneath it, right? Well, I don't remember what it is. Fuck. I'm shooting a blank. Motherfucker. There's something under there that goes under it. Giant fucking piece of shit. Oh, it's one of my fans. Motherfucker. You have to completely unhook the fan, disassemble the fan, and take the fan out. And the fan housing. Because I've got a fan under there to keep the starter cool.
Interesting.
Subarus have like 3 or 4 fans.
'Cause
And I
the
had
starter will
that third
never
fan.
heat up because it only turns when you crank it and that's it.
Well, technically yes. But there's a couple other things. Like it's a giant ass fucking fan. It's right under the starter, but it cools a bunch of shit under there. One of those things is my transmission. Um and my oil. Because the transmission and the gaskets are what goes when your car overheats.
Which is weird
And a
because
lot
they
of the
should have a
time
transmission and oil cooler up in the front bumper
it
down
does,
below.
but it don't work very well. The thing doesn't work very well. Well, it was unplugged for the longest fucking time. Had no clue.
Yeah, I've
That's not
never,
something
I've
I really
never
need to
seen a
check.
fan underneath because you think that'd suck up all the water and throw it over everything.
So in the summer, it's got so on it, it's got like a shield almost to keep it from doing that specifically. It was put in by somebody else. It was not. It did not come stock that way because I've worked on Subarus before. Never had one had a fan right there. I'm like, motherfucker, you goddamn piece of shit. Why would you put that there?
Yeah, I've never seen a car with one there, period.
Well, I took it out. I ripped the motherfucker out. I said, there's no reason that that needs to be there. So then I just fixed the fan up front. The fan up front works perfectly fine now. Both fans up front actually work perfectly fine now. It's just the AC never kicks on very well, and that's just a Subaru thing, especially the 2012 ones. The ACs aren't that great in them. Neither is the heat. Well, I say that. They don't kick on very well. It takes them a while to start actually doing what they're supposed to. However, once they start doing what they're supposed to, it like goes into overdrive, and then you're like, "Holy fuck, I'm sweating my goddamn balls off! Goddamn, it's like 90 degrees in this goddamn car." And the fucking the fans will only be up to 1. I'm like, soaking in my sweat. Plus, the fucking heated seats will burn your ass off if you put them on high. Don't do that. Not a good idea.
I've never owned a car with heated seats. Not
I
fancy.
haven't either.
Although when I
Well,
was working for the hay farm in
I would think
Illinois,
my Subaru would.
they had a brand new Ford, and freaking this is the one and only thing I'll ever give Fords is not only the front seats in that crew cab pickup, the back seats were not
Yeah,
only heated, they were cooled.
they were cool too. Yeah, my mom's is like that. Her Escape.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
fucking
that's fucking
first time I've ever
amazing.
ridden in it. I'm sitting back there and I'm looking because it's got split controls for the rear and back. However, you can sync them.
Yeah.
So I'm dinking around with it because I'm an asshole. And I see a heated seat button, and I'm like, "What the fuck, Ma? Does this have a heated seat?" And she goes, "It cools too." I was like,
Yeah. That's the
"What
one
in
and
the
only thing
source?"
I will ever give a Ford is that is absolutely amazing. And like in Arizona, that's probably what I would do
Oh,
is
yeah.
I would go find one of those in the junkyard and pull them bitches out and put them in my
Put
Dodge,
'em in.
because,
Yep.
oh, that cooled seat in Arizona, hell yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, then I go to get in my car and start it, hoping to drive it home. And I know that we just replaced the bearings. It's gonna make some funky ass noises for a minute till it gets used to those bearings while driving. It shouldn't be super funky, but because of the condition of the heat shields, it's gonna be a little funky at first. Cause
Yeah,
like I was rust
they're
off
gonna
them
rattle.
motherfuckers like there's no tomorrow. Some of my heat shields have fucking holes in them. They're so rusted out that they've got fucking
They're
giant ass
not
little holes.
really, they're more so dust covers than they are heat shields, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
Oh, I mean
yeah,
they're
they're a
called
pain in
heat
the
shields,
ass.
but yeah, they're a pain in my ass. I want to just take the fucking. I so wanted to take the hammer to it and just fucking pull the whole damn mechanism out, but don't damage the heat shield, motherfucker. I'm gonna do what I want. Well, then it's not starting. I'm like,
I just took the wrong exit.
motherfucker, it's not starting. And I'm like, you motherfucking piece of shit. I'm gonna lose my mind. The starter that we just supposedly got fixed, that it was just in the shop for, and it's not starting. I'm like, oh my fuck.
Knock one of the wires off while you're under there.
Probably. So then my dad goes, here, let me try. You might be doing it wrong. I'm like, how the fuck do you do it wrong? You turn the goddamn key. It ain't that hard. He's like, I don't know. So he gets in. He turns the key. Can't get it to start. I'm like, see, motherfucker? Ha! I ain't doing it wrong. There's just something wrong with the car. Well, then it takes it a couple of times, and finally it goes to start, and then it dies. And I'm like, that's weird. And my dad was like, yeah. So I call up Nate, he's a wire dude. We like to call him when we have issues with wires, because that's what I thought it was I knocked something. I'm like, hey Nate, can you come down to the shop for me? And he's like, why? I'm like, I need you to check over the work that these guys did at this job, because I don't know if I've knocked a wire loose or something. But the bitch ain't starting. And he's like, yeah, give me a little bit. I might be able to make it down there. I'm like, okay, cool. I had to be home by 7. It's 6:30. I got a 30-minute drive. I'm like, I can kill myself. The only reason I had to be home by 7 was because I wanted to eat dinner warm and, not have to eat it cold.
I mean, they make a microwave.
They do make a microwave, but it was soup, and I love my mom's potato soup, and I wanted to eat it warm.
Isn't that what she made last night?
That's what she was supposed to make last night.
Oh,
She
okay.
ended up making it.
Gotcha.
We ended up having chicken wings.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I had some Parmesan garlic chicken wings. But yeah, by this point, my hands are fucking pitch black. My arms are pitch fucking black. I don't really care that much, because my brother was taking tenure. Typically, I don't typically get involved because my brother and my dad typically do things faster than I do, because I'm a perfectionist and I have too much patience. Well, my brother's taking so fucking long because he's over here yapping to his friend, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. I get the shit back on it, fucking haul the tire up onto it, tighten the lug nuts a little bit. One thing about my car, I have one funny lug nut, is what we call it.
Yep, the
It's a
lock
locking
nut.
lug.
Yep.
I got a lock nut. So then I'm like, where the fuck is my lock
I
nut?
always toss those motherfuckers out and put a regular old fucking lug on there. I can't stand those things, because if you ever lose a fucking special ass socket for it, you're fucked.
Well, the socket for it, I've got all 4 lug nuts because I've got one on each tire.
Yep.
I've got all 4 lug nuts in a little case. So it actually came with a decent case, and that's where the socket sits at all times. The only time it ever leaves that socket if it is currently in my hand.
Right.
Every time else, I had the case sitting open on the hood, and I was like, this does not go anywhere but in your hand on the impact or in this case. Understood? Yes. Good, because I don't want to lose it. And you two motherfuckers are going to be the reason I lose it. So, carry on. I've got the whole fucking tire back on and everything connected. Steering all lined up and everything before my brothers even got the tire off on the other side. Grabbed the impact in a 19 and just fucking zzz, zzz. I hand tighten them to the best of my ability until I can't turn them anymore because I got tiny little woman fingers. So I can get right up in there. My brother was watching me do it. He was like, damn, my fingers can't even, like, I can't do that. I have to grab the socket and do it by hand. And I'm like, I got tiny little woman fingers, so ain't no problem for me. He's like, damn, that must be nice. And I was like, yeah. Well, then we jack up the rear side. Well, my brother jacks up the rear side before we even get the tires off. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was looking under the car because I was trying to take my heat shield off. Because that bitch rattles and it annoys the piss out of me. Because it's so rusted that like half the bolts are off of it because they rusted through it. And it's only hanging on by one bolt. So I was like, I'm about to just tear this motherfucker off. I can't do it anymore. Well, then the car comes off the jack because my brother didn't place it properly.
Smooth.
And damn near squishes me alive. So, instinct, I put my fucking hands up, try and catch the car, which adrenaline kicked in at that point, and I've got the fucking bitch held up in the air, and I'm like, get the motherfucker back on the jack right the fuck now, or I'm gonna hurt all of you. And I mean, I'm a pretty strong person in general. I've lifted some very heavy people on my own. Not 1,500 pounds, but adrenaline kicks in, you can do damn near about anything.
Oh, yeah.
I hear the jack slip, and I'm like, oh shit! My dad comes running. He gets the jack back up underneath it in the correct spot this time. I walk over to my brother, who's out back joking with his friend, trying to take a piss, and I can slap the shit out of him.
Trying to murder me, motherfucker.
I walk back in. My dad's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "I am fine. Let's get the fucking tires off this thing. Let's get this done so I can take it home and I can go home." He's like, "Okay." He knows better than to fuck with me when I'm pissed off. He could very much tell that I was pissed off.
Well, I mean, you are a spawn of him, so I would hope he knows better.
I'm a spawn of him and my mother. That shit, whoa, that creates some angry little children. Both me and my brother have tempers that are like no other. I am one of the biggest hotheads in my entire family. Like the smallest little detail, and it also doesn't help that I'm a perfectionist. Smallest little detail will piss me off. The smallest little thing being wrong will piss me the fuck off.
Fair
Like my
enough.
brother. He put the tire back on the back rear passenger side. He didn't tighten any of the bolts. The lug nuts, he didn't tighten any of them. He
He's
didn't hand
trying to
tighten it.
murder you.
Well, I check everyone's work. Once I'd gotten, I wasn't blowtorching the fucking, well, I was at first. And then my dad took over. Because I almost burned the fuck out of myself. So my dad takes over. He's doing that. My brother's, I'd already blown that other side off. And I left it to my brother to put the other bearing back on. And my rotor and everything. So he's about done with it. He puts the tire on. and he just shoves the little lug nuts on there and he tightens them once. He threads them once. I'm like, whatever. It's fine. He will go back and tighten them. Pretty sure. Well, damn near about ate my words because my brother's getting ready to put the jack down. And I'm like, did you tighten that back right tire? I don't know. I go over there and check it. I turn it a little bit. No, you didn't.
Smoke a
Impact
little
that.
more, buddy.
Go impact that. So then we finally get the car running. My dad drives it down the road, and it is making the worst clunk noise. It's the heat shield. I know for sure it's one of the heat shields. And it sounds like one of the rear ones. Which, the rear ones were the ones that were in the worst condition. So, I'm thinking they're probably going to have to get some new heat shields for the damn thing. They're not that expensive either.
Yeah, I was gonna say those shouldn't be bad at all, at least.
Well, the rear ones might be because of the parking brake. But I'm just going to saw them off. I don't need a parking brake.
Well, if you already cut the cable, it ain't gonna go back on anyways.
No, it's not. I'm just going to trim it down. Because I'm a bitch and I don't want that. Well, I kind of cut it in an awkward place. I just got pissed off at it and just zipped through the damn thing. And then there was like a shit ton of it sticking out of the fucking heat shield. And I was like, well, that's going to piss me off for the rest of my life. Cut it off to the heat shield.
Yeah, because the new one will just come with the hole in the mount, but if the cable's already cut, there's nothing to attach to it, so you're good.
Well, that cable wasn't coming off that heat shield. No fucking way. No fucking way. Well, then my dad takes it for a spin down the road to check how well I aligned it and everything. He goes, the alignment's good. However, your check engine light, your ABS light, and a couple other lights are on. I was like, what? Those have never been on.
Well, the ABS light, because your sensors are broke, so that makes sense.
Well, that
check engine light's probably because the ABS light's on.
Yep. There was a couple other ones, but I don't remember what the fuck they were. I think it was my
brake
traction
light would be on because of the ABS.
Yes. The brake light.
So it's probably literally all because of the ABS sensors, every last bit of it.
Pretty sure the traction control light's from the ABS as well.
Yep.
So yeah, those were all the lights that were on. He was like, have those ever been on before? And I'm like, fuck no. Oh. See now, okay, the ABS one, no. The traction control light, the brake light, and the check engine light, yes, they have been on before. That was because of my thermostat. I fixed that issue. So no, they have not been on since. ABS light, that's an entirely new light. Never seen that one on before. So we fucked something up. And I need you to take that to AutoZone and figure out what we fucked up. Well, he takes it to AutoZone. He calls me. He goes, so I got some bad and good news. I'm like, he goes, which one do you want to hear first? I'm like, bad news. Hit me with it. He goes, so we ripped off the ABS sensors. I'm like, oh, nice. Perf. He's like, good news. They're only like $86 a piece.
Only.
I was like, are you sure that that's not bad news? He was like, for my bank account, yep. I was like, fair enough. He was like, hopefully they should come within this week, is what it's saying. I've already ordered them. I'm going to fix it this weekend. I'll probably have you come up and help me. I was like, okay. That's fine. I can come up and help. That should just be a 2-person job. Honestly, 1 person could probably get it done, but I don't understand if you want the company because it's kind of boring working on a car by yourself.
I don't mind it because I can think. I don't got somebody talking in my ear.
See, I don't typically talk when they're working on cars. Typically, I'm just sitting there looking at my phone, scrolling through.
Right. No, I get it. I'm just saying, me personally, I prefer it.
But, I mean, he's also
going to
need me to come up
with
anyway.
my thoughts.
Right. He's gonna need me to come up anyways, so I can pick my car up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
he calls me and he's like, "So good news. I've not had an issue with the car starting since you left." And I'm like, interesting. He's like, "I think you've got like a metal plate in your head or something." I'm like, maybe. I don't know. I'm like, well, we were sitting there and all three of us couldn't get it to start, so might be Gavin. He's like, true, it might be Gavin. So he's asking me, he's like, what starter's in that? And I was like, I don't know because I don't have the receipt for the mechanic on me right now that fixed it because it'll tell you what's on it through the receipt. And he was like, no, isn't it the one that Gavin replaced? And I was like, it was. It got ripped out. And he was like, why did it get ripped out? And I was like, because Gavin did something funky and I tried to start the car and it wouldn't start. And then when I hotwired it, it started smoking. So we had to tow it to a mechanic shop to get it fixed because Gavin fucked something up. He was like, oh, I didn't know that. I was like, never trusting Gavin to replace my starter ever again. He was like, fair enough. I was like, never again. Never, never, never. Oh, I told Lewis I was going to check the outage map again. Well, while I had him on the phone, honestly, the entire time, for the like entire 2 minutes I had him on the phone, we just kept telling each other we loved each other. That was about it. He started crying. I think I did too.
I have to buy you all some oxygen, I swear.
Well, I told him what we found out the other night. It wasn't just him. I told him, I'm betting on you guys pissed somebody off and they cut the line in the ocean. He was like, oh, fuck. I was like, yeah. So you're going to need to figure out how you can get more data. And you're going to need to do it
But
quickly.
that ain't gonna help because obviously he's got data. The phone just ain't working.
So, no, he actually, while his phone was up before I answered the phone call, because I didn't answer at first, he actually checked his data plan. He's out of data. It's just his Wi-Fi coming back up for a couple of minutes. Except it won't show that it's up, which my phone will do the same thing. It'll connect to it, say it's connected, connect for a couple of seconds, load something for a couple of minutes, and then disconnect again when it's coming up and down. So it's connecting to his Wi-Fi for like a couple of minutes, and then the Wi-Fi is going straight back down.
Interesting.
So he found out that he does not have unlimited, and I was like, okay, we either need to get you unlimited, or you need to figure out how you're supposed to get more fucking data because I might hurt you here soon. He was like, I thought I had it. And I was like, I get it. I understand, honey. I do. Like, maybe we shouldn't have been streaming on it. And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, it's okay. And at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal.
It's just y'all can stream by without each other.
No,
I'm
crazy.
sorry, but it cracks me up. I know it's horrible, but it's also funny.
Okay, so BT says there's no problems detected. Let me look at the full outage map because I don't trust that.
Well, see, they can only go by what off everybody or what everybody reports, and if
Yep.
nobody can report it,
Then there ain't gonna be anything to report.
yep.
Oh, yep, there's new spots in Manchester that are down today. Yep, there's still a bunch of red flashy thingies all over the place. London's fucked. But yeah, I told him that it wasn't just one Wi-Fi service, it wasn't just one phone service, that it was damn near everything.
Yeah.
He was like, shit. I was like, yeah.
Y'all are fucked. He was like, huh. Well, that makes sense why it's taking so long to get it fixed. I was like, mm-hmm. Probably gonna take quite a bit longer.
Yeah, it's either A, something happened to the line, or B, because the two countries that technically feed them are having
Mm-hmm.
network interface issues. Somebody was able to get access into the mainframes and wipe them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one country I know that could do that. It begins with a big old R.
Goddamn Russians.
Yep. Well, they keep so our two big metal suppliers where we get all of our pipe, purlins, everything from Bonanza Pipe and Steel as well as
Mm-hmm.
Bunger Steel. Both. So it's kind of funny. So Bunger's email, sorry, Bonanza Pipe's email got hacked and their database got breached and all their customer information stolen and held for ransom. Right after they got done with Bonanza, they went over to Bunger, did the same thing. They wanted $1 million for the customer database to give it back. And so, and I don't get who their IT guy is, but I could have done a better job than what they did. But so they got all that straightened out at both companies. Not even here 2 weeks later, I just got an email the other day from Bonanza Pipe. Our email has been compromised again. Well, a couple days later, aka Friday, I got an email from Bunger. Our email has been compromised again. So Russia is just having a field day taking over mainframes and holding shit for ransom right now.
That don't shock me because they're too much of a pussy to actually go fight someone.
Well, which is crazy because they're all nut jobs. Probably got people in my stream that are like unfollow, but I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
But still, it just yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
that's what
crazy.
they're known for over there. I mean, I have never
Yeah.
once seen a
No,
big hack
I'm
be
betting
done by
on,
another country.
betting on not talking to him again till tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yeah, probably not.
I've
But
got
that
an
also
appointment.
might be like when they reset their cell tower um,
It
structure.
might be.
So even though he's out of data, it might think he has data for a few minutes, and then once it switches back over and resyncs and goes, "Oh shit, you don't have data." Click. You know, that's probably exactly what it is.
Probably. I get 6.5 minutes.
Because that's like what 3 in the morning his time.
Yep, most people aren't
So
awake.
So yeah, and like most internet providers reset around midnight to 3 in the morning, anyways. So yeah, that's probably exactly what it is their nightly reset, and his phone comes alive for a minute because oh you're free to go, and then oh wait you're linked to this account. Never mind. I don't know if I was supposed to pull in or bypass, so I'm gonna just whip in here. Whoops. I'm gonna do some of the jankiest shit here too. Just because I want to unlock this fucking rest area while I'm here, I might as well. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That really did not unlock that whole thing. Am I gonna have to fucking wipe a bitch and go back there again? Because I will. People in my stream are gonna think I'm nuts because I'm gonna be driving circles around this rest area just to get it all unlocked. Actually, I don't have my viewer count up because that's one thing I learned early on is don't even worry about the numbers. So I don't even know if there's actually anybody watching. If they are, they've just been extremely quiet. Now they're probably like, what is this idiot doing? Don't worry about it. There we go. I got it all that time. Here's a photo opportunity here. Might as well stop and take it. I'm assuming. Yeah, it's a sign, but I gotta get over. Okay. Well. My dumbass didn't pull up far enough, so we'll do that. OBS has actually been playing nice tonight. I was so ready to throw it out the window last night.
Yeah, so the BT outage percent today is 92% for broadband.
So it went up.
Yeah. By a bit.
Yeah, 'cause it was at like 62 yesterday.
Yeah.
I should message Dan and ask him about it. See if he knows anything, because I mean, he's all over that friggin' place and he knows it in and out, and including the underground. That's what I think is so strange too, because like Dan's been streaming, freaking Ringway Manchester's been streaming, like a whole bunch of people from Manchester have been streaming, but nobody's brought it up during their streams.
That's so weird.
I don't know if they're using their cell data to stream, or if they might. I was gonna say they might have full-on fiber, but then again, It's the actual internet
Lord.
down, so it wouldn't make a difference if you're on fiber or cable or DSL.
Yep. I'll have to find somebody. I have to know other people in the UK. Like, I'm pretty sure I do, but I don't even remember who they are because I don't talk to motherfuckers anymore.
I could call fucking Jamie from New Horizon. He's right there with him.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he normally up right now? I didn't think he was.
He's 8 hours ahead of me, so he got up an hour ago.
Shit. I mean, if you want to call him, I ain't gonna complain.
Yeah, he gets up at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is getting quite late.
Because he calls, well, that day he called me, it was 10 o'clock at night, and he had just gotten up. And he spent like 4 hours on the phone with me.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, yeah, it might be worth it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look back through my phone here in a minute and see. I'm pretty sure it's still in my recent calls. Beauty part is it's an Iowa number. Because their company is literally in Iowa.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. They're in Iowa, but all their servers are on the Chicago Internet Exchange building. And most their techs are UK.
Yeah.
But Jamie also, like the servers that are in the Chicago Internet Exchange, Jamie, him built every last one of them and shipped them over to be installed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he knows them servers in and out, literally. He's a good dude. It's like when I was talking to the squirrel about doing that whole switch to the premium and everything. I was like, if I can deal with Jamie directly, I would rather deal with him because he has literally been there since the first couple of minutes. Like, he called me right away. So I'd rather deal with him.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Or as they say over there, he's a good lad.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's the fact that he doesn't have data is the more annoying part because I can stand his internet being down. That's not an issue. That just means he won't be able to get on his computer and do shit without a hotspot. However,
Which,
when he runs
again,
his
once he
business,
gets unlimited anyways, he's still only got limited
you only
hotspot,
got
but he
so
can at
much,
least
yeah.
still have regular data to text.
Right. Right. Agreed. So. Yeah. Which pisses me off because if he hadn't used it all so quickly, he'd still be able to talk to me.
Yeah, 5M do be like that.
Well, honestly, I thought he was dumb for fucking doing it in the first place. Using his hotspot to get on 5M.
Well, I
was like,
told him as he was joining, I was like, that's not a good idea.
yeah, I asked him a couple of times, are you sure about this? Yeah, it'll be fine.
Shit, I just missed that exit too because I was taking a drink. I'm just on a roll. Oh, stay on the road.
Yeah, every time I asked him about it, oh, it'll be fine. Okay. I feel like
Well, and
he
I
only
even
thought it
told
was
him
gonna
too,
be.
freaking, you're gonna be Popcorn City, so.
He actually wasn't, which is what shocked me.
Yeah, well, that's super strange because the ping was so freaking high. Like, I don't even know how he
Yeah.
got into server. Normally, the ping will kick you if it's that high.
Yep. But yeah, it was. I think he only thought it was gonna be a couple of days.
Yeah, well, he can give a shit less about his phone anyways, just like me.
Yeah. Except for that's when it's his only way to contact me, then he really gives a fuck about his phone. So, there's that. Ugh. Hi, guinea pigs. Alright, I will be right back. I gotta go to the party.
Yeah, you're good.
I had a ton of ice cream earlier.
Yeah, I like ice cream, but it don't like me.
Yeah, I don't like me either.
Hey, thank you for that follow on Twitch there. Oop, missed a gear. Oh, I missed a bunch of gears. Oh, we're just chilling, cruising, making some money. You know how it goes. Not bad at all. Not bad for a Sunday, I should say. Unfortunately, tomorrow's Monday, but, well, here in about 25 minutes for me is Monday, you know, but it is what it is. Can't complain too much. Come on, car. I see you next to me and I need to get over. How you doing tonight? I am in Arizona. Oh, right on. Our good friends from the north. Yeah, it's definitely not as fancy as some of them out there. I don't have a I know I have a fancy computer and all that like some of them, but you know, we're out here still making it happen. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. Normally I got a few other people with me doing a convoy, but tonight I'm riding solo. So Sloan's hanging out in the BC here. She'll be back in a second. Mainly this. I do stream some 5M once in a while. I do stream some Euro Truck Simulator once in a while. Some Phasmophobia. A little bit of everything, but mainly this game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just recently got the actual shifter with the ATS 18-speed shifter add-on. So that's super cool. Makes it a lot more fun. What's that? Oh, that's cool. No, I don't need nothing right now. I'm just out here. I do this for fun. I'm not trying to make any money off of it or anything. I mean, I'm super glad I got affiliate, but at the same time, I do this for fun. You know, I still work my normal everyday job, but come in here at night just to chill out and play some games, and figured if I'm playing the game, I might as well stream it. Well, if you go to that link tree link there, my Discord is in that link tree. Or you can do !Discord. Give me 1 second here. Oops. Let's see here. Did you post it somewhere? Or I see you joined the Discord. Because if it's in your profile or something, I can't see it right now because of streamer mode. How many more miles? We got 67. We'll get this one dropped. Been going for almost 3 hours. Ooh, I almost hit that RV.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
I'm on my computer this time, but just because I can't fucking sleep. I have an appointment at 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, rip.
Oh well. If I'm still up by 7 a.m., I'll just stay up, come home and crash.
Fair enough.
So it is what it is. Gotta go take care of my pixel horses.
Fair.
I was gonna do it tomorrow or today after I got out of the appointment, but I might as well do it now. I think tomorrow when I get my daily phone call at 7 o'clock, I'm gonna ask Lewis if there's any way that he can go get more data. Even if he has to ask his brother.
He ain't gonna like that one.
Well, desperate times call for desperate measures, and I feel like at this point he's pretty fucking desperate, so...
Him or you?
Him.
Or both?
Oh my lord. He started spam texting me and calling me. And I was like, holy shit, bro. I was driving.
Yeah. So we need a double XL oxygen bottle over there.
For real.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna call it there. Thank y'all for hanging out.
I still gotta talk to him.
Y'all have a good Monday. It's like 10 minutes from Monday for me, so yeah. Appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.